Hello world! Today we have Hime, Kaylee, Mady, and Meghan with us today. And I'm going to ask them a couple questions. So, why is music important to you?
I like music because I get to hang out with friends. Okay, but like in a broader sense, there's like communities and it's just a whole community. That's the way I connect with the world.
I like that. I like the community thing. I also think it's cool because like we just met. You're gonna meet people all the time, and then you can kind of like give back sometimes too, which is really nice because I feel like not a lot of professions give you that opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
I feel like something specific that's interesting about meeting people in music is that even like if you meet somebody that you don't necessarily like click with super well outside of music, like I feel like on stage it could be completely different. Like I play with people who like I don't really talk too much outside of like playing with them, but when we play together we can like really click and like it's just really interesting, I feel like. So it's like another way to have a relationship with somebody.
I don't know, I feel like I just like music. I like the way it, especially jazz music, I like how it feels.
Yeah.
With other people. And yeah, I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the minority demographic that is women musicians in the jazz scene?
I feel like that's very prevalent, like especially within the teachers. I feel like there's not a lot of female educators within jazz. Like I played in a lot of like big bands, like for Gantrams or like festivals and stuff like that. And I feel like every single time, like usually the band director is male and usually they treat the girls in the band a certain way. Like usually there's only like two, but they're typically like with less respect or like more like childlike. Like they kind of like baby you. It makes you look bad to your peers too that are male. Like they're like, oh, like she's probably not very good, stuff like that. I feel like it just kind of like plays into that stereotype.
Yeah, I totally agree on that, and I feel like it goes to peer level too. Like I feel like it's kind of like there's like a double standard. Like you can't just be good. Like you gotta be great at whatever you do, because the odds of you being talked about is like tripled, and most of the time it's not for a good reason. Like people are trying to find a flaw more often because there's so few women in music.
I guess on the positive side, because there are so few female jazz musicians, like in the past, I don't know, like 6-7 years of me gigging here, I've only met like a handful of female musicians just doing the thing. But when I do, I really go out and support them, and I talk to them. Like I don't know, when I saw Meghan for the first time, I was like, what, you play drums and you're going to this? Yeah, I was like so happy. Like I don't know, because there's so few of us, like I feel like the bond gets a little closer to.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like an unspoken thing.
Yeah.
Like if you walk in a room and there's another girl on the gig, it's like, okay, we're talking now.
That's so cool. For any aspiring women musicians out there, what advice would you give to them?
I would say that especially like music in general, but especially with jazz, I feel like there's like a lot more men, and like we're all talking about community, and what I would say is that like if you don't have that, like go out there and make it. Like if you don't have that space for it, like make them make room for you, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
I feel like it's also important to know that like being a woman, which like there's not a lot of women like instrumentalists specifically in jazz, it's important to know that you do stand out typically in like a combo setting or like a big band setting, any sort of music setting, you probably will stand out. And I think it's important to like recognize that and then like think of that possibly as like a good thing. Like there's a bright side to that. You stand out more, people are gonna recognize you more, like whether that be for like the bad, like because sometimes people will like scrutinize you more for your mistakes, but also like I feel like it's a good thing because people will notice if you're also like doing well. So I feel like that could be like something useful to notice as a woman like playing jazz music.
I think like if you love playing music, like don't stop playing.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone, and thank you guys for joining me here today, and catch you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Earl. That's super
Primary
cool.